What if the most famous streamer on the planet, the guy with 100 million views a month, screaming into a camera, running through airports, what if he ends up in Jannah before some of us who call ourselves Muslim every single day? Sit with that question for a second, because by the end of this video, you're not going to be thinking about IShowSpeed anymore. You're going to be thinking about yourself. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome back, my brothers and sisters. If you've been on social media even once this year, you've seen the clips. IShowSpeed praying in a mosque. IShowSpeed fasting in Ramadan. IShowSpeed listening to Quran recitation to calm himself down live in front of millions of people. And everyone is asking the same question: is he Muslim now? Did he revert? Is this real? Today, we're not here to gossip about a celebrity. We're here for something much deeper. Because what's happening with him is actually a mirror, and I promise you, if you stay till the end of this video, you're going to see something about your own iman that might just change the way you look at your prayer tonight. Here's the first thing we have to be honest about. None of us, not me, not you, not any scholar on YouTube, can look at IShowSpeed and declare with certainty what's in his heart. We saw him make sujood, we saw him fast, we saw tears in his eyes listening to the Quran. But only Allah knows what's truly inside a person. And that's actually one of the most beautiful and terrifying truths in our Deen. Allah tells us in the Quran, "Indeed, Allah knows the unseen aspect of the heavens and the earth. Indeed, He is knowing of that within the breasts." Stay with me here, because this is where it gets personal. If Allah alone knows what's in the breast of a global celebrity, He also knows exactly what's in your breast right now. Not your Instagram bio, not the mashallah you comment under Islamic reels. What's actually sitting in your heart when nobody's watching. So before we ask, is he Muslim? The harder question is, am I living Islam or am I just performing it? And here's the part most people miss when they mock or joke about this whole situation. Guidance hidayah is not something that happens because a person was raised in a Muslim household or grew up saying Bismillah before every meal. Hidayah is a gift from Allah, and it can enter a heart at the strangest, most unexpected moment. Think about Umar ibn al-Khattab. This was a man who once set out with a sword to kill the Prophet. And a few verses of the Quran later, he became one of the greatest leaders Islam has ever known. Nobody watching him walk out that day would have predicted where he'd end up. The Prophet said, "Verily, actions are judged by intentions, and every person will get the reward according to what he has intended." If someone like Speed, with all his fame, all his chaos, all his platform is genuinely searching, genuinely moved to tears by the Quran, genuinely choosing to fast when nobody is forcing him to, that's not something to laugh at. That's something to make dua for, because we don't know whose heart Allah is going to open next. And brothers and sisters, if you've ever felt embarrassed about your own journey back to Islam, maybe you fell away from prayer for years, maybe you're the only practicing one in your family, maybe people whispered about you when you started wearing hijab or grew your beard out, this next part is for you. I'm going to share something most Islamic channels never talk about. Part of why this topic has millions of views, why every Muslim on earth is watching these clips on repeat, isn't really about Speed. It's because deep down, we're starving for good news. We are so used to seeing Islam attacked, mocked, misrepresented, that when we see one moment of sincerity, even from someone unexpected, it heals something in us. But wait, there's one more point that completely changed how I see this. What if the reason Allah puts these moments in front of millions of people isn't just for the celebrity's sake, but for ours? What if it's a reminder sent to wake up the Muslims who already have Islam, but have let it collect dust? Allah says in the Quran, "And whoever desires other than Islam as religion, never will it be accepted from him. And he, in the hereafter, will be among the losers." That verse isn't a threat. It's a wake-up call to remember what we already have in our hands, the thing people around the world are searching their whole lives to find. Many of us were born into it, and somewhere along the way, we started treating it like background noise instead of the greatest gift we'll ever receive. So how should we as Muslims actually respond to something like this? Not with mockery, not with let's wait and see if he's just doing it for clout, and definitely not with certainty either way declaring him Muslim or not Muslim, when that's not our job to decide. The Prophet said, "Whoever guides someone to goodness will have a reward like the one who did it." That means every single comment of encouragement, every dua made quietly for his heart, every kind message sent instead of a joke that carries weight with Allah. Imagine being part of the reason someone found their way to Jannah, simply because you chose kindness over criticism and dua over judgment. And here's the part that stings a little, but needs to be said gently. If we spend more energy debating a stranger's faith online than we spend fixing our own 5 daily prayers, we've completely missed the point of this whole conversation. This isn't about him. It was never really about him. Let's bring this all the way home. Whether IShowSpeed ends up formally embracing Islam, continues exploring it quietly, or things play out differently, Allah's plan for his heart is between him and his Lord. But your heart, that's between you and Allah too. And it's happening right now, tonight, this very moment you're watching this video. Ask yourself honestly, when was the last time you cried during Quran recitation the way we saw him cry? When was the last time you prayed Fajr, not because you were forced to, but because you genuinely miss standing before Allah? If a man surrounded by fame, money, chaos, and 100 cameras can still pause and search for something real, what's stopping you? Sitting in the quiet of your own room from doing the same? Before we close this out, I want to ask you for something small, but it means a lot. If this video moves something in your heart, even a little, please hit that like button. It genuinely helps this message reach more people who need to hear it. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Because we're going to keep having these real, honest conversations about faith, guidance, and coming back to Allah. But more than anything, I want you to share this with one specific person. Maybe someone who's drifted from their prayers. Maybe someone who's been quietly curious about Islam. Maybe just someone who needs to be reminded that Hidayah can reach anyone, anywhere, at any moment, including them. Before we go, let's make a sincere dua together. Ya Allah, you are the one who guides the hearts. Guide every heart that is searching for you right now, whether they're famous or unknown, whether the whole world is watching or no one is watching at all. Ya Allah, soften our own hearts too. Bring us back to our prayers, back to your Quran. Back to sincerity in everything we do. Make us people who call others to goodness with kindness, not judgment. Ameen. Jazakumullah khairan for watching till the end. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.